eddirect.com. Call Eddirect today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at Eddirect Tulsa. Eddirect Tulsa, where education and recreation meet. Looking to take your event to the next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at worldonedevelopment.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development.
Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry, Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
Alarm off. Kettle on. Turn this up. Sun peeking through the curtains, we already in gear. Whole town tuned in, bring your coffee over here. Dial locked in, yeah, you know how we do. It's the community wake up with news you can use. Community wake up morning show. Charles and Damali on the go. News you can use right here, right now. We break it down, put it in your lifestyle. Charles got the headline straight, never hollow. Damali got the game plan, moves you can follow. Traffic and the weather, what's popping at the school. From the block to the boardroom, we keep you in the loop. Yeah. Community wake up morning show. Charles and Damali on the go. News you can use right here, right now. We break it down, put it in your lifestyle. From the front porch to the car hustle, keep it light, keep it real, keep the hometown muscle. Turn it up, let the whole crew know you rockin' with the community wake up morning show.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the Community Wake Up Show with Charles and Damali. I am Miss Damali.
And I am Charles.
And we're here to deliver news you can use, culture and conversation that moves the community forward each and every morning.
What's going on, family? Today, our theme is financial growth. Get your money right. Get your dedarios up. We will be providing listeners with valuable information about our theme and what it means to community. The goal is to inform, empower, and to connect community every single day.
And the theme is to have a stronger, smarter, and more engaged community.
Damali?
Yeah?
It's Taco Tuesday.
Yes.
And for whatever reason, we've missed Taco Tuesday for about a month. I'm not putting up with it. I'm not going for it. Today,
oh no, right?
What they said, come hell or high water.
Right.
I'm going to get my hands on the taco today.
Right.
With something to wash it down with. What's the drink you prefer if you got some tacos?
Oh, I'm always Sprite.
Sprite?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a Sprite.
But it got to be strong, like a good strong Sprite.
I'll be rocking with the Coke Zeros right now.
Yeah.
Give me a Coke Zero.
No,
I mean, still get that little burn, but supposed to not have no sugar. Ain't no telling what in these drinks nowadays. I don't know what's in nothing, to be honest. But anyway, I can go with the mind trick. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Appreciate y'all tuning in locally, national, international, right here on the Community Wake Up with Charles and Damali. Y'all are locked in on NYCU.FM radio station. We appreciate y'all listening in worldwide. Yes. We also local, and we syndicated right here on KBOB 89.9 FM, where we get to tell our story our way. Don't forget about the Juice Radio show with Uncle Bobby. He said, man, why you call me Uncle Bobby E? I said, man, because you're in the place to be.
You got emphasis on the E.
I know, right? And then we're also live on YouTube, the official World One Development news you can use. But you're in the best seat in the house here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of the Black Wall Street doing Juneteenth week. We're going up. all week long. But you're here at Grandma's table where we having a lot of good conversation. I'm still on the high from State Senator Ronald Stewart and
State Representative.
Lauren, State Representative,
Yeah.
and also Lauren Evan that came here with Tulsa
Yes.
Juneteenth. So we kicked off the week on a good foot, and I'm excited about today because we got some news you can use. Damali,
Yes.
today everybody need to have on a sticker that says what?
I voted.
I voted.
And I ain't got a chance to vote because I have to be here on the show. It starts at 7. The polls open at 7. So, yeah. But after we're done with the show.
Yeah, I showed up at the polls at 6:45, and I was telling people, I said, get in here and let me vote early. They said, you better go.
You better get out of
You
here.
better go do your wake up poll. You have a problem waking up. I said, okay, hold on. Hold on. Shout out to Uncle Brian,
Yes.
one of our loyal listeners that's always here every day. He is at the polls.
Yes.
Because sometimes, Damali, you got to have a little representation.
Right.
You know, to show you some love when you get there. So today, the most important thing going on is voting. Damali, has it ever been a time in your lifetime, in your 21 years of living, that people needed to get out to vote?
You know what, we are, and we talked about this yesterday with our state representative, that we're in a crucial time right now. There's a lot of great things that are happening, but then there's a lot of destructive things that are happening, and especially in the politics arena. And so we want to make sure that our vote counts. We have that right, and we need to exercise that right. We need to get out and vote, not sit on our pockets and talk about or complain about what is or is not being done if we don't help be a part of the solution. So today is your day to shine.
Right.
Get up, take somebody with you. Get in your car and drive down to your polling place. And as we said, you can go on the voter website.
Right.
And you can, and it's different in every city, but you can go to the voter website and you can put in your first name, last name, and your date of birth, and you'll be able to figure out where your polling place is. You'll be able to look at a sample ballot and know who it is that you should be voting for in this upcoming election. You know who the candidates are, and you can do a little bit of research before you get there. You have until 7 o'clock today, so you still got 11 hours and 55 minutes.
Right.
To go ahead and do your research and go ahead and cast your vote. But whatever you do, please go vote.
Let me ask you this, Damali. I'm asking our listeners, man. The secret listeners always pull up first, boy. They be outside. Some in the parking lot. They come by plane, train, car, but they find a way to get here. But for you, when is the first time that you can remember that you voted? Number one, and then what do you do for your kids and the young people around you to help them, or what was your process like with your kids to get them out to vote?
Well, I voted at 18. So as soon as I hit 18 and I was able to register to vote, then I registered to vote because my mom has always voted and I've seen her. She's been the example. And so she's always voted.
Right.
And, she'll, whenever there's an election, she's like, hey, I'm getting ready to go, cast my vote. A couple of times we've gone with her when she went to go cast her vote. And so I've always known that that's something that's my community responsibility. Right. And so as when my children were younger, I would take them to go vote. So we have a history of going to vote. And then my kids are registered in the same area where my mom lives.
Right.
And so they actually make it a trip. They call each other and be like, hey, when are you going to go vote? Okay, Granny, I'll come pick you up and we'll go together.
I like that.
So that's something that we still do. I live in a different area, so I, kind of vote by myself. But yeah, I mean, it's like everybody, we talk about it, who we're going to vote for. We talk about the candidates. We talk about the pros and the cons, so we talk about what it is that is important to us and how we can do our part to make sure that we are creating a community that's better for the nieces, the nephews, my grandchildren, great grands, all of that. So,
man, kudos to mom. And that's so good, Damali, because nothing against nobody, but I'm just saying, when I was a kid at 18, I didn't even think about voting. I don't even think nobody around me that I can even remember even was talking about voting. Wow. Number one, I didn't have enough gas in my car to get to the poll anyway. But at the end of the day, we have to have a real conversation.
Right.
And it's one of those things where when you know better,
yes.
Here's the thing, y'all, we do better.
That's right.
And I think for us growing up, I just think, hey, you got food stamp in this hand, the refrigerator, you're trying to keep your lights on. I think voting was probably the last thing on the agenda,
right?
To be honest.
Right.
So for me, the first time that I can recall getting out to vote is when I went to Langston University, right? And I was a freshman. We was in class and the teacher said, if you go register to vote, you don't have to have the class. So my motivation
was totally different.
was not to vote at the time.
Right.
My motivation is I was going to get
class.
a chance to skip class. But when I went over there and we hoorahing and laughing and talking, there was a lot of kids. The beauty of a HBCU, and I went to Langston University. I went to University of Arkansas Monticello, but Langston is where I graduated from. But there was individuals for all over the country. So I seen young Martin Luther King Jr.'s. I seen the young, the new coming up, Malcolm X and Harriet Tubman, everybody.
Yeah.
We had HBCU because you got people that are enlightened and informed.
Yes.
And in that moment, I was like, man, I'm running a little bit behind. And at the time, I'm 21. So I had already been to college. So this is my second. It's a song called Second Time Around.
What is the singing?
Man, the songs be in my spirit, Damali, but you don't like the song Second Time Around?
I do.
You look, Damali feet look. Anyway, we're going to skip that. But nevertheless, at Langston, at 21 and going on 22, that's when I started voting and really leaning into what and why and who. When we start going back to the classroom, why it's important. Now, here's the thing. We've all grown up and seen Malcolm, Martin. I've seen signs with the congressmen and senators and running for me. It just didn't mean nothing.
Right.
Because I'm just driving by. It just didn't register as anything. But then from Langston, I started doing that. And once I was a young adult and my kids got old enough to go vote, then what I did is I sent out a text message. I said $50. I just need to see your sticker to say you got out and voted.
Right.
It took only 30 seconds.
I
don't know how they got this. They teleported
to
into the poll. They teleported into the polls, Damali. They had that sticker on because in my mind, to be honest, I didn't get what you got from your mom.
Yes.
I didn't get to give that to my kids, being honest. But once I knew better, then I started to do better. And I just kind of use that. And now, my kids just vote. It's important. They up on what's going on. They know who, what, when, and all of that. So my question to you guys out there, we got a lot of people on already. When was the first time you voted? And why did you vote? And then what do you do for your kids and maybe grandkids, for some of you, to ensure they get out and vote the same way?
And I was fortunate enough that my youngest daughter went to KIPP. And so one of the things that they did at KIPP, which, if anybody knows anything about KIPP, that they know that they are kind of a mini Booker T, which is a mini Langston.
Right.
And so that KIPP would actually give them bonus points if they went to the polls with their parents, because and they would actually allow them to get a sticker because technically they didn't vote, but they were there, at the voting poll.
Right.
And so my daughter would go with me. We would go in the morning before I took her to school. And so she would get a sticker that she could take to school and be able to get bonus points.
Right.
For actually, going to the polls with me.
Man.
So, it was just something that we always did and that we always talked about. So like today, I'm sure because, everybody's going to be, or my mom and my youngest daughter are going to be over at the EduRec summer camp.
Right.
So when they get off at 4, I'm sure that they're going to head on over to the polls together.
Let me ask you this, Damali. How much does it really register to you for some of our ancestors and the shoulders that we stand on to vote that dogs were sick on them? The water hose was out. And some people actually died, Damali. Died. For them, they trying to vote, they died. And then they also had to die for us so we could vote. And does that really register? You know what I mean? Like, man, people died. Right. So that I can exercise my right to vote today. Right. So do you think the importance then is still the same now, today? Well, I think some of us don't see it as important because now we feel like we are at a time where we have certain rights and certain privileges. People think we're free. Some people think we're free. We're not really technically free yet. Right. Some people think we're free, and so it's not as serious to them as it was back in the in the 60s and 50s, when these civil rights fights were actually taking place. And I think that's one of the reasons why they're fighting so hard to erase our history. Right. Because if you don't know that and you don't know the significance, then you'll just dismiss it like it's nothing. And after, once those rights are stripped from you, then you'll realize after the fact that, oh man, we should have been fighting for this.
And so that's why it takes voices in the community like ours, like those, of other community leaders and, that are talking about voting rights, that are talking about, what we should be doing and our community responsibility. Because if we're not passing that information on to the next generation, then what do they say? History can repeat itself.
Right.
And what we don't want is for history repeating itself. Because I don't know about y'all, but this sister ain't picking no cotton, and I ain't being out of nobody's field. I can just tell you that right now.
Yeah, we can't do that. Not
That's
on my
what
watch.
we're not gonna do.
And Damali, here's the thing too, for the people that may not realize it, who gets into office is determined by who we vote for.
Correct.
All this redistricting and drawing lines. I know people who don't take time to do their research, don't look at it as a big deal. They've been doing that. The Republicans have been doing, the Democrats, whatever. At the end of the day, it's a reason why they had the Civil War.
Yeah.
It's a reason why certain things happen. Because typically they might be at a standoff. 50, 51. And then all of a sudden, if you go get 1,000, 10,000 African Americans to vote, that literally determines who gonna get into office. So if you don't think your voice and your vote don't count, it absolutely does. A lot of times out here, you might have 40,000 people in a particular area, go to the polls and realize only 2,000 or 3,000 people voted.
Right, out of that 40,000, yep.
Out of the whole 40,000. So it don't take much to figure out numbers.
Right.
So just think, just getting out and knocking on doors or whatever you need to do while you're campaigning, if you can just get to the new people, almost anybody can get in office.
Exactly.
If you work for it.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people that's not registered to vote, and there's so many people that just do not exercise their right to vote. And to be honest, Damali, you know what? Somehow we disconnected and we missed it.
Yeah.
We just got to admit it. Because
Yeah.
I'm sure back in the days when you was dying to vote, you probably was at 80, 90%, close to 100% to get out and vote. So today, in honor of people that got out and marched and fought and died for us to vote, if nothing else, if you registered to vote, just honor those people and go vote.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And so, we're going to continue to talk about it, so you guys might get sick of hearing about it, but we're going to talk about voting as long as we have breath in our bodies and as long as we have this microphone. So we're going to talk about it.
That's why we got the community to wake up.
Correct.
Vote.
We need to wake up.
We did the whole show just to tell y'all to vote. Now, tomorrow we going off there. We are done. Our only goal is for y'all to vote. We finished. We're done. We out of here. And all the feud and all that, we were just playing with y'all. All the trip, we were just playing. We out of here. We just wanted y'all to vote. And then we're going to go to doing something else.
Yes,
Don't
absolutely.
let me say that because we're on the airways.
Exactly. So you guys know that it is Juneteenth week. And so every day I am wearing a Juneteenth t-shirt of some sort. So this is a throwback. This t-shirt was from 2023. And it has Sherry Gamble Smith, one of the founders here in Tulsa.
That's my favorite Juneteenth shirt.
Yes.
See on the back of it, say "Be Free."
Yes.
That's I'm in the process of kind of moving a little bit. I was trying to find shirts for Juneteenth, but I got May shirts, July shirts, August, September, Christmas shirts. I can't, I just look. I'm Black Wall Street today. I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna do what I can.
Yes, but I love, so I love going through and finding all of our old Juneteenth throwback T-shirts. So every day I'll be wearing one that's a different one. But yeah, I agree with you. This is my favorite. With Sherry's face on it.
Yes.
As you guys know, we lost her, but her daughter Lauren is doing a phenomenal job of keeping Juneteenth alive, along with her amazing staff. And so shout out and kudos to her for all the work that she is doing to make sure that Juneteenth is a success and it is something that we can be proud of in our community. I know that there are some changes that are being made to Juneteenth this year. However, it's still going to be phenomenal. It's still going to be great. When we talked to her on yesterday, she said over 7,000 folks have registered now
7,000
to participate in Juneteenth. I am so excited because now she knows her own numbers.
Right.
You don't have to wait for the tourism, Tulsa tourism and all that to give you those numbers. We know what it is because she is in control of the registration. So shout out to her for making that bold move and for ensuring that our community is safe as we continue to celebrate and participate in this festival. Want to give a acknowledgement. My mom wants to give condolences to her classmate Walter Dean.
Yes.
I know Walter Dean. He was a gem, but he passed away on June 10th. He's the Booker T. Washington Hornet class of 1965. And so we want to give, send our prayers to the family, friends, and
Absolutely.
everything of Walter Dean. He was somebody in our community who did a lot of great work, and we appreciate, all that he did for our community. And then, of course, he did a lot with the Booker T. Washington alumni and
Yeah.
all of that. So, he will truly be missed.
Absolutely.
But we're in a season where, those folks who were our elders,
Right.
we're losing them.
Yeah, the fabric of the community. People that do work like this is who keeps us together.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
in their honor, we need to find a way to do those things that they used to do.
Yes.
But
Absolutely.
sometimes it just means it's your time. They left the example.
Yeah.
They left the blueprint.
You gotta
But we're
stand
gonna
up.
greatly miss them.
Mhm.
So prayers, Mom. Thanks for bringing light to that. We also got AJ on down there in Jacksonville, Arkansas, tuning in.
Yes.
We got cousin Richie on.
Mhm.
Cousin Rich, I got that crown. I got it in my car. I didn't bring it in here because I'm gonna keep it for a little bit.
Yes.
Katina Walker, welcome to the show. Of course, Mom. Brenda Harbin,
Yes.
welcome to the show. The one and only Honorable Larry Harris,
Mhm.
welcome to the
Yes.
show.
Yes.
Princess is on. Miss Grant,
Yeah.
running
Shamir.
for office. Shamir, is in
Shamir,
the
yeah,
building.
and thank you,
Today
Shamir,
your
for
day.
that. Yeah, she said find your voting polls, and she has put a link
Come on,
in
Shamir.
in the chat. So you guys make sure if you don't know where your polling place is, then that's an opportunity for you to be able to locate that. Want to also let you guys know that the celebration of life for Officer Derek Alexander Sr. Is going to take place on Friday, Juneteenth. At 11 o'clock a.m. at the Nathan E. Harris Fieldhouse at Booker T. Washington High School,
Right.
located at 1514 East Zion Street. So if you are someone in Tulsa and Derek has touched your life, let's go out and be a blessing to this
Right.
family. Let them know how much we appreciate their dad, their grandfather, their uncle, their cousin, their son.
Right.
Let's show the community, because he was full of life and he had a life of service.
Right.
That's what he gave to this community. I mean, 33 years on the police force. You're working as a coach, you're mentoring, you are taking care of community. So now it is our final opportunity to take care of this community police officer who has given his life, to help us in community. So if you can oblige yourselves, and a lot of you guys are off
Right.
because it is Juneteenth and it is a
Juneteenth,
holiday.
yeah, off day.
So, if you can come out to the Nathan E. Harris Fieldhouse at Booker T. Washington High School, then please do so. We want to see you there. For all of my classmates, I am so encouraged
Right.
to the Booker T. Washington class of 1986.
Your classmate.
Yeah,
Grew up
he
together,
was my
hung
classmate.
out with each other. That's
Seventh grade,
Seventh
so
grade
we
on
Carver Wildcats,
Right.
to the Booker T. Washington Hornets. Derek has always been a phenomenal stand-up individual, athletic, just an all-around good guy. Like, there's nothing really bad I could say about Derek, because I've never known anything bad, and that's not to make people a saint because they're gone
nobody's
on.
perfect.
But
Yeah.
he's just always tried to be a stand-up type of guy. And so for that, I am very appreciative of just even knowing him. And so it was very encouraging, because we put in a post, we have our own Facebook page for the Booker T. Washington class of 1986. And so I put in a post like, who's going to the service? And oh my God, it's like almost the
Everybody.
whole class.
That's love.
People who are actually in Tulsa that are able to go. There are some classmates that, had other, previous engagements, so they weren't able to be there. But most of them are like, hey, I'm going, because we all had an affinity of love for Derek. So, just shout out to his family, to let you guys know that anything that we can do as the Booker T. Washington class of 1986, we are more than happy to do it, or the community Wake Up for that matter. We are more than happy to step in and help wherever we can, because this is, somebody in our community that is worth us, going the extra mile, because that Derek went the extra mile for all of us.
Yeah, we're gonna have Lieutenant DeLorne Sanders come in tomorrow to do a special tribute to his best friend.
Yes.
Lieutenant Sanders was also his boss.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Lieutenant Sanders was the one that went to his home when he didn't show up at work. And
Mm-hmm.
he called me yesterday. He said, man, as a way to just be able to process what's going on, and he's willing to come in on tomorrow to just give a tribute.
Yeah.
Share some flowers and those things on tomorrow. So make sure tomorrow you tune in. But like we say, a community giant is gone. So
Yes.
we gonna miss and love him forever, because it's never goodbye. It's always see you later.
This is what Mr. Larry said. He said, man, Derek means so much to the North Tulsa community, to all of Tulsa, because this man goes into the schools and calms those kids down and lets them know that he is there for them.
Right.
So, we all have stories. If you are in community in any form or fashion, you got a story about Derek. And you can, share things about him. So tomorrow's going to be great.
Yeah.
That we'll be able to process this with Lieutenant DeLauren Sanders, and just be able to kind of, put it into perspective. So I know that and I'll post it on our social media for those of you who are interested. But they have a community viewing, that's going to take place at Bigelow's, I believe. Then he's going to be laid in state at the Booker T. Washington Field House.
Right.
And I love that,
Right.
And so shout out to Tulsa Public Schools for recognizing that this community giant, what he meant to us, and allowing this to be done. But, they were the champions. He got some flags hanging up in that
Got
gym.
some flags up in there.
Yeah, so it is very fitting that he would be there, and that would be the place where, he says his final farewell. So we are looking forward to being there on Friday.
Absolutely.
To be able to say, see you later to one of our community giants. So just govern yourself accordingly. And I will make sure that I, post that information so that you guys will be able to see that, because it tells you about flowers and all kinds of stuff. So, I'll go ahead and post that, after the show, so that you guys can have that information.
Brandon Isham, welcome to the show, man.
What's up, Ish?
Thanks for the fitness guru. So if you're sitting around with fake abs, catch up with Brandon Isham and help you get some real abs.
Not fake abs.
Summertime. It's time to get outside. It's time to put the tank top on. It's festival season. So
Yes.
get with Isham, and he can help you upgrade your body just a little bit.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So today our theme is financial growth. And so I guess we'll go ahead and do, it's 25 past the hour. Guess what?
Again,
It is 66 degrees. Is somebody playing with me?
I got to check with the meteorologist. As a matter of fact, I got to make sure. The time is changing. A thunderstorm. I see lightning and everything on the board, but every morning it's been.
At this time,
but it feels
around
about
time.
66 degrees outside. To
So
be
maybe-
honest, so I don't know
Okay.
what's going on. Maybe they controlling the temperature. You never know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Let's do this affirmation. Get ourselves centered.
Yes.
And we got an exciting show today. So of course, if you got time, go ahead and hit that arrow, because when we come back, we're gonna unpack financial growth and a lot of other things that's going on in our community.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So we're going to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. So as I said, our theme today is financial growth. So this is what our affirmation says: my financial knowledge and resources grow daily. Okay? So let's break this down. The first part says my financial knowledge. Financial knowledge is understanding how money works, right? It includes learning about budgeting, saving, investing, credit, home ownership, business ownership, wealth building, and financial planning. This affirmation reminds us that learning about money is a lifelong process. It doesn't just happen overnight. And every day you're becoming smarter about your finances. So the next piece says, and resources. Resources are tools, opportunities, assets, and relationships that help you build financial stability. Resources can include income, savings, investment, property, business opportunities, financial education, and professional networks. Not all resources are money. Some resources create money. You're going to assess the things that can help you build wealth. And then the last piece says, grow daily. Growth doesn't always happen overnight. Sometimes growth looks like reading a financial article, opening a savings account, improving your credit score, learning about investing, starting a side business, or paying debt down, or purchasing your first home. Small financial improvements add up over time, and every positive financial step moves you forward. So what does this mean to community? Well, financially strong communities are built by people who continuously learn and grow. When community members improve their financial knowledge, home ownership increases, business ownership increases, wealth grows, and economic opportunities expand, and future generations benefit. As people become financially stronger, communities become stronger. So, the Black Wall Street lesson is this: the success of Black Wall Street wasn't built by chance. People learned business skills, financial management, property ownership, and entrepreneurship, as well as economic cooperation. Their financial knowledge helped them create businesses, jobs, and wealth that benefited their entire community. They understood that knowledge plus action created opportunity. So the bigger message is this affirmation is about financial literacy, wealth building, continuous learning, and economic empowerment. Because every day you learn something new about money, you're increasing your stability to create opportunities for yourself and your family. So the takeaway from this affirmation is this: I am growing my understanding of money, increasing my opportunity, and building a stronger financial future one day at a time. And this has been this morning's affirmation brought to you by Build in Tulsa.
Just like that, Damali. Great affirmation. Financial growth. I know we're going to take a break, but I want y'all to think about this over the break.
Mhm.
When 1% of the people controls 99% of the wealth, is that intentional or is that unintentional?
Yeah.
Imagine a life where you didn't have to struggle with bills.
Right.
Imagine a life that you can go to the dentist when you need to,
Yes.
that you don't have to worry about car payments. Imagine a life, Damali, where your kids can go to school where they want to.
Mhm.
You know, that it's not a struggle for your kids. Just imagine a life when you don't have to work 4 jobs.
Right.
You know, I think a lot of that is probably why in our community we have these broken homes. You know, husband and wives are fighting,
Mhm.
and it's behind finance
Right.
9 times out of 10. So I'm excited that we're talking about what I think is the number one topic in our community right now. And when we come back, we're going to get into that
Yeah.
to talk about some things that we can do to move the needle forward. Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charlie Damali. Coming up next, let's unpack this financial growth because we need it. Don't
Yes.
forget, you got to vote today. We'll be
Yes.
right back, y'all. Y'all stay locked in.
Looking to take your event to the next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development.
The 36th Street North Event Center is proud to kick off another great season of social gatherings with family and friends. And no matter what the size of your next event, the 36th Street North Event Center has you covered. From event decor to live DJs, even catering, and a world-class sound and lighting system, 36th Street North has your event covered. We offer a state-of-the-art event booking and planning process from start to finish. And whether you're hosting 100 or 1,000, 36th Street North Event Center is the premier event center of North Tulsa, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Share the experience at 36th Street North Event Center and see why we are the number one choice for upscale events. From weddings to birthdays, corporate functions, holiday parties, and so much more. Visit us today at 36theventcenter.com or call and reserve your spot at 918-200-9046.
EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as Spring Break Camp, Summer Camp, and After School. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet. Looking to take your event to the next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development.
Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry, Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
You know what? It's really not that bad being up at 5 a.m.
Damali, you know what? You're absolutely right. The only thing better is we on 5 days a week.
7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the Community Wake Up, our brand new morning show.
Right here on NYCU.FM.
And simulcast on KBOB 89.9 FM.
We got your Black History Trivia.
We got your medical report.
Don't forget the police report.
Your local, national, and international news.
Always the latest on upcoming events.
The Divine Nine and the HBCU check-ins.
And most importantly, we can't do it without you.
And make sure you join us each and every day.
It's the Community Wake Up
with Charles and Damali.
Okay.
Hey, check me out. Check me out.
He ain't rapping again today. I cannot take it.
Check me out. Turn me up. Turn me up.
Lord, help
Look at my
me.
head.
No.
Check me out. Hey.
Y'all, the shenanigans up in here. The shenanigans.
Let it
listen. We know.
Let it be noted.
No.
That I voted. After
You
I
ain't
voted,
voted.
then I started to float it.
No.
And then I welcome to Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali. Make sure you get out and vote on today.
Lord,
we're
help
here
me,
on
Stephen.
NYCU.FM. Dr. Dre ain't got nothing on me. Just give me a beat, y'all. We also live and syndicated right here on KBOB 89.9 FM, where we get to tell our story our way. We also on YouTube, the official World One Development news you can use. But you got the best seat in the house right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street on the historic Greenwood. You see the shirt? You're at Grandma's house with me and Damali. Juneteenth week.
Yes.
All roads lead to Juneteenth, the number one top Juneteenth in the country. Damali, how you feeling on this Taco Tuesday? What's up?
Actually, I'm feeling pretty good. We got a lot of great things that are happening. You know, we got a big meeting today that we are excited about. So all of those of you who are believers and you pray for us as we do the things in community, send up a prayer for us today. We got a huge meeting today at 11:30.
Yeah.
And it could be a game changer
Right.
for the landscape of North Tulsa. So, you know, we just need all of your prayers as we, you know, make this endeavor, you know, come to fruition. So we're excited about that on today. Like I say all the time, there are many great things happening in North Tulsa.
Absolutely.
You know, as well as Tulsa as a whole, but in particular North Tulsa. And sometimes you don't get to know that. So, which is why the Community Wake Up was created, because we want to be able to share all of the phenomenal things that are happening in our community. So I'm going to go to the live real quick and let you know who some of the folks are who are rocking with us,
right?
Who are not secret listeners.
Right.
They actually jump on the line and let us know that they are here and they participate. You know, and it's so funny to me. So yesterday, I got to tell y'all real quick. So yesterday I went over to our spring break camp, or our summer camp rather, and I was over there talking to one of the staff. We actually partnered with another organization to be able to bring programming to the kids over there. And one of the ladies said, "Hey, Mr. Molly, how do I get on that radio show y'all be doing?" I said, "Huh?" And she said, "Yeah, your mom was listening to it, and I answered the question and I got it right."
Right. And missed my opportunity to win me something.
So she said, "So I need you to show me how to get on the show." So I showed her how to follow World One Development on her Facebook page. So, you know, hopefully Miss Maddie is listening today.
Right.
But I thought it was really funny. She was like, "Hey, I won yesterday."
What you think about Damali? Have you realized we in month number 5?
You know what? Hadn't even thought about it.
Yeah, month number 5.
Yeah,
But
you are right.
Are we going to do the show on Friday?
We will not be doing the show.
Oh, you done hurt my feelings.
No, because it's
wait a
Juneteenth.
minute. Am I hurting my own feelings?
It's Juneteenth. So it's Juneteenth. So that is a national holiday, and so we celebrate.
Anytime it's a holiday,
Yes.
and that's the big break. Because other than that, we won't never take a break. But I'm gonna tell you something. I be feeling. I have to talk to my therapist when we don't do. Because it's therapeutic to get
His therapist
able to
is
talk.
himself.
Right. So yeah, and I talk to myself. It's another song I talk to myself when there is no one else to talk
Right,
to. People
right.
ask me why I do what I do. Anyway,
I
that's
don't know
not the
what
point.
is the deal with the songs today. I mean,
Look,
the last couple of weeks.
Music just be in us. You know how it goes.
It is.
But nevertheless, I'm just saying when we don't do the show, I do be feeling some kind of way. What about you?
Yeah.
You be?
It is different because we're so used to being on the show every single day and bringing you guys the news you can use. However, this weekend or this Friday, it's because of Juneteenth, so that's going to be a big deal, and we'll be working with Lauren and trying to make sure that we get things done. But then also we will be celebrating the life of Officer Derek Alexander.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we won't be on the show, but we will absolutely be in community doing the things that we always do.
We'll be somewhere live.
Yeah.
So the thing, even when we're not here, we're gonna be somewhere live. Y'all already know we'll be popping up.
Yes.
But nevertheless, Damali, financial growth.
Yes.
Get
That's
your
what
money
we're talking about. We're going to go to the live really
Come
quick. And also before I forget, and I'm going to mention this a couple of other times this week, but I also want to say happy Father's Day in advance to all the dads out there.
That's this Sunday?
That's this Sunday.
No, I need more than that.
What you want?
I need a gift. See, here's the thing.
Okay,
no,
you know what?
No, I'm glad Marquise is on
we
here.
need to talk about this too, because we want to talk about what dads like. So maybe we'll do that.
Now
on
you speaking
Thursday.
my language. Now
We'll talk about what dads want.
Yeah, dad or daddy.
Not them old ties that
Daddy.
you throw in a drawer and you never wear.
And for everybody, the husbands on Father's Day, just call them daddy. Say, hey, daddy. They like.
Lord,
Nobody see?
Why?
I'm just trying. I'm trying. You just said what men like. I'm trying to help somebody. So just if you always just call husband, John, whatever the nick, that's cool. But if you want to perk them up a little bit, you want them to get 2 inches taller. Then when you come in, just go, hey, daddy. You know what I mean? He reborn at that point. He repurposed. He got a new vision. You should try it. You got a boyfriend?
No.
Just call him daddy.
Who am I calling daddy when I don't have a daddy? Because my daddy's gone and I don't have a boyfriend.
You missing the point. We talking about what men is Father's Day.
Supposed to find
Give
a
us a
random
chance.
boyfriend?
Here's the thing. If y'all didn't know this, and this is what we got to do better. I'm happy that Marquise is on here. Look, we got to do
Marquise,
better.
get your brother.
No, we tired of the church socks. We don't want no more church socks. We tired of that. We tired of church
That's
socks.
why we're going to ask you on Thursday.
Got a whole black bag full
Y'all
of the
think
church
about
socks.
it. And on Thursday, we want to know what it is that you guys want for
because
Father's Day.
come Mother's Day, on May 10th, and Mother's Day is like mothers are right by Jesus. It's Jesus, then your mama. Everybody, the whole city shut down.
Well, you got to understand, mama was a transportation to get here.
Well, that's right, but who put the jet fuel? I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Lord help me.
Oh,
I'm
my
just
God.
saying, who planted the seed of who plant? Does it have to be a seed planter?
Okay.
Now,
We'll give you
okay.
that.
So either way it go, it was a joint effort. So how do
Okay.
mamas get to be right by Jesus and the daddy? Here you some chicken dressing, some fried chicken, some
Listen.
Louisiana and church socks.
A split-second decision versus 9 months of carrying. Two different things.
No, I want to talk about what men like right now. I'm not going for this. Let me tell you something right now. Look, some good cologne.
Okay.
Men like that.
We're not talking about this today. We're talking about it on Thursday.
See, that's the problem. See, when it's Mother's Day, we start May 1st. When it's Father's Day, we start 24 hours out.
That
See,
is
that's why we
not
can't get it
24
right.
hours. The Thursday is Thursday and Sunday is Sunday. It's on Sunday.
Do you think dads get a short end of the stick? Be honest. Think about it, Dad. Think about
I think
for
mamas
Father's
do
Day.
get. I think mamas do get more flowers than dads. I do.
No, we give no flowers. We get church socks. Don't get no. Look, let me tell y'all something. Do not get your dad for Father's Day church socks. If you had that on the day, you probably had them from Don't do that. Don't do that. Get the dad. Get him a nice outfit. You know what I mean? Get him a nice outfit. Get his car detailed. Go to his man cave. Clean it up and put him some snacks in there.
But so you wouldn't be mad if somebody went in your man cave and cleaned up your man cave?
That's good. Look,
That's good. Okay.
knocking out the man and no, not just that, but then upgrade it.
Ah.
Y'all know what daddy like? Go into the man cave, clean it up, but
Like
then
buy you a new big screen TV.
see, now you cooking for Father's Day.
Yeah, okay.
Now you cooking some. Look, a big screen TV and his favorite meal.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
How about if we got you a new grill?
That's what I'm talking. Now you're talking about Daddy's Day. Now he feel like daddy, and not just Father's Day. That's the kind of stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. Well, we're gonna talk about it more on Thursday, though. Still. So now they already got some ideas.
Right.
And I already pointed out a few ideas already. So y'all done heard Charles about what dads want. So y'all dads online, y'all let us know what it is that you want. Now I'm gonna go to the live real quick, and we're gonna get down there to some of these comments.
Started. I'm trying to help the fathers. This is gonna be the greatest Father's Day ever, at least in this region. But for all the ladies,
for everybody who listens to the Wake Up.
So number one on the Wake Up, everybody on here, call your husband, say, "Hey, Daddy." If we don't do nothing else, we're gonna do that. Do that. No church socks. Upgrade his man cave. Get the car detailed. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Take his duties.
Get him a nice grill.
Listen, take his duties away for the weekend.
Okay.
Take Daddy's duties away for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That means if somebody knock on the door, you get the gun and go stand by the door. He off. He off. He ain't got to go. He ain't got to. Dad, look, here's the thing, and I'm going to leave this alone. To be a real dad, Damali, I think people, Marquise, I'm glad you on, and Isham and some of your other daddies. Here's the thing that you got to be, when you're a real father, and this is true.
Yeah.
If you never met, your life is on the line.
Yeah, that is true.
24/7.
Yeah.
When you're a real dad.
When you're a real dad.
If somebody knock on the door at 3 a.m, don't nobody in the house move but Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
If he there, if you had a job, if you had a corporation, some crazy man outside flipping in the parking lot, don't nobody move but the men.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to think, you want to take care of the people that life is on the line 24/7 for everybody else's existence.
Yes.
We got to do better. I'm going to let you go.
All right, we're going to the live. We're going to the live because, boy, I started something right here. I was just trying to, say it early because I didn't want to.
And for all the wives and the boo things, it's sundress season. It's sundress season.
So we need to
no sweats, hair done, makeup done, sundress season for Father's Day weekend. I'm just trying to help. Look, y'all, I'm trying to help the fathers. It's sundress weekend. Right. No hoodies, no overgrown big old t-shirts, nothing. Your real actress, sundress season, Damali.
Okay, I got you.
And some smell good.
So maybe I'll find a boyfriend.
Huh?
Maybe
find somebody somewhere out there. Practice.
Oh Lord.
I mean, I'm trying to help
pressure.
the men. Huh?
Okay, here we go. We're going to the live. We're going to the live. So AJ says, community wake up, good morning.
Good morning, AJ.
Mom said mom is watching. I can't wait to see what mom got to say about this. Let's see. Richie says, good morning, everyone.
Mama is not going to say daddy. It just, it ain't. Mama, come on, you got to work on them. I'm just, Father's Day, just for Father's Day. After that, you can go back. You can be sad.
AJ says, what's up, Big Rockin' Queen Damali? He said, it's time to start checking out what's going on in the NFL training camps.
Yeah.
He said, I hope everyone in Tulsa voted, and especially the ones who voted for the first time, because everyone was about taking care of that business. Much love to everyone.
Absolutely.
Katina Walker is on.
Katina, what's up?
AJ says condolences to the family of Walter Dean due to his passing. Prayers to his family and relatives.
Right.
Larry Harris says good morning. Brenda Harbin is here. Prentice is watching. Richie is watching. Shamir says good morning. Cousin Pearlie says good morning, family.
What's up, cousin?
And don't forget that Shamir has put in the link so that you can go find your voting poll. Larry Harris, Brenda Harbin says, be sure to check out your voting poll. Mine had changed and I didn't know it until I checked last night.
So
see, that's what we've been telling y'all.
Before you go.
Thanks, Brenda.
Because you know what, it's going to be hot today. So when it's hot, black people get mad. So please check the poll. Yeah. Because they ain't going to want to go say, I was going to vote, but see, So go ahead and check before you leave so that you know where you're going. Where do they go to check the polling place? Yeah,
you just go to your local. You can just Google. Your local voting
poll.
Not poll. No, it's your voters registration office.
Registration office.
Yeah,
and you can do it on your phone.
Yeah, so I'll come back with the link. I'll tell you guys here in a minute. Brandon Isham says, "Hey family, I just dropped that ready for video. Isham versus Be Easy. So y'all, if you are,
I can't wait.
Isham does some amazing job. So not only is he a fitness guru, but he's off into music, and his music is very thought provoking. So thank you, Isham, for letting us know that." Cousin Pearlie, I just said thought provoking, and she said the same thing. Cousin Pearlie says very thought provoking affirmation. Thank you, Cousin Pearlie. We appreciate that. Marquise said, hey, family, so glad to be back in the right time zone to get back on the community wake up. Well, we glad you back. And so Marquise says, say Father's Day weekend. He said, Dad is the chef and Mama is the oven. Now, Marquise, and all of my years,
Marquise,
I ain't ever thought about it that way.
What he said.
Dad is the chef and Mom is the oven.
He said what he said, and he said it with his chest, and he's smiling when he said it. You know he's smiling.
Okay, all right.
Because Marquise always smiling.
And so AJ says yes. He said yes. I want all of it, Rock. Anna Marie Baker said, good morning, family.
Anna Marie Baker, talk to them about Father's Day.
Yeah.
Now, if it's your
Girl,
father,
if you done heard
something
this
different.
stuff he talking
but if
about.
it's boo thing or his hubby and all of that, we talking about game-changing situations this weekend. Because we want dads to be honored and respected. And we're going to upgrade it because we can't allow mothers to be right by Jesus for Mother's Day. And then we downgrade to right behind Halloween for Father's Day. We are no longer going to do that in our community in 2026. Right, Damali?
Yes, sir.
Damali even said she's going to go find her boyfriend to practice. Now, don't do too much practice. Just a little bit of practicing. But we're going to get this thing right.
Oh, God.
We need some examples out here.
Jeremiah Blackwell is watching.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on here?
AJ says the man cave upgrade, give me hugs and a high five, and I'm chilling when everyone walks out the door.
And do you think it's fair to say sundress season for Father's Day weekend starting Friday and to Monday night?
Well, you know, and it is Juneteenth weekend anyway.
It's Juneteenth,
so you probably need to have on a sundress.
Yeah, have on a sundress. No sweats, no over big shirts. Get your hair done, get your nails done, get your makeup together. It's Father's Day.
Well, some people might have to ask the father for the money to go get their.
No, see, that's the problem. Daddy wallet is off limits. Don't ask him for no money. Everything is what he can receive. So if you want to ask him for some money, ask him today. Right. Anything 72 hours in, don't ask daddy for nothing.
Right, nothing at all. Okay, Jeremiah Blackwell says, good morning, village.
Good morning. What's going on down there in Mississippi?
And he said, all right, Tulsa, we need for you guys to vote. Thank you so much, Jeremiah.
Come on, Tulsa.
Richie says, Charles, when we went off the air yesterday, I only caught part of your rant about being the champion. I think that there were multiple winners yesterday, and I was one of them. Yes, I had some lucky days, and I will see you at Madison Square Garden today for the Family Feud battle of the year.
It's going down, Cousin Richie. It's going down.
It's going down. John Prince is also watching.
What's going on, John? We appreciate y'all all tuning in today. Look, before people go to work at 8, we can't do the financial. We can go and get this thing over with me and Richie. Go and get it over. Look, Wimby got sent home. Yeah, let's go and do it. Go and get it over with. Because our producer, he over there. I don't know what he doing. He here in the studio doing push-ups. I'm like, bro, we're not doing that today. He said, no, you won yesterday. I feel like you cheated. I did not cheat. I got focused. Uncle Brian is gone, so that's one less person I got to worry about. So we can go ahead before you get to work at 8. Now you can know whether you won or lost. We got everybody in. We're going to go ahead and make it happen right
and shout out to Uncle Brian. He's working the polls today. So he told us on yesterday that he would not be on the show because he was working the polls. So we appreciate that. He has been a poll worker for a number of years.
Yeah, we need to find out which poll he's working to take him some Chick-fil-A or something.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice. Maybe we can text him later.
Yeah, because they're going to be hungry at the poll. So we're going to figure out what location. Because, he probably listening to the show.
He probably is. He probably got his AirPod in.
Yeah, he probably smiling like, look, they thought about Uncle Brian.
Yes,
gonna bring you some Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
He's going to be sitting up there singing, I got some Chick-fil-A. That Chick-fil-A be good for lunch, too.
Especially when you hungry.
Ooh, you hungry?
Morticia Childs is on. Good morning. She says good morning to everybody. Okay, so let's go ahead and just do the feud.
Let's do it.
So today, the theme is financial growth because strong communities are built when people increase their income, grow their assets, and build businesses and create opportunities for the future and for future generations. So I asked 100 people these 3 questions and the bonus question. What I'm going to give you is A through D. There is no E. There is no all of the above. This is the top 4 answers that my 100 people gave to these questions. Your job is to figure out what the number 1 answer is out of the 4.
This is the Juneteenth edition. So she only been talking to people that registered to go to Juneteenth. You got to register. TulsaJuneteenth.org. To register. You got to register to go this year.
So here we go. This is the top answers from my 100 people in the community. So question number 1. And this is, again, the financial growth edition. So we're talking about money.
Get your money right. Dinero.
Yes. So first question, name something people do to improve their financial situation. Is it A, save money, B, start a business, C, invest, or D, get a better job? And I said there is no all of the above. So don't start with me today.
The above.
Do not start.
I think as a minimum, you just got to read it back to back because it just takes people a minute to get into their groove.
To process,
especially
right. The first question.
One more time.
Name something people do to improve their financial situation. Is it A, save money, B, start a business, C, invest, or D, get a better job? So I can see that.
Man, I want to go with invest.
Okay, so Martisha says D.
Because you're trying to get a return on your investment.
Isham says C.
Yeah, because I don't want another job. That means two bosses I got to deal with. And I can barely deal with one boss. I definitely don't want two bosses, so I don't want another job. So
Martisha says D. Isham says C. Jeremiah says C.
Yeah, I'm going with it.
Uncle Brian did chimed in. What Uncle Brian said?
Oh, man, I told you listening. I thought I had got by.
He said, y'all behave yourselves. I'll be back tomorrow to get his crown back. Mama says C. Brenda says C.
Financial growth.
Richie says C. Steven says A. Prentice says D.
Ooh.
AJ says D. John Prince says C. Did I miss anybody? Brenda. All right, what you got, Charles? I ain't seen you.
I said C a long time ago. What you talking about?
I didn't hear you.
I said invest.
I thought he was talking. You said invest. Okay. John Prince says C. Charles said C.
Going once? Going twice?
Okay, wait. Somebody has to read it one more time.
Okay.
Name something people do to improve their financial situation. Is it A, save money, B, start a business, C, invest, or D, get a better job?
See, every time you read it, people start wanting to change their answer.
He said A. Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. Question with answer. Name something people do to improve their financial situation. Is it A, save money, B, start a business, C, invest, or D, get a better job? Stephen and Marquise, you are correct. The answer is A, save money. Saving money is one of the first steps toward financial stability and wealth building. Oh, Cousin Pearlie, I got you too. I see you. And so Cousin Pearlie is also a winner. It says, you can't grow what you don't keep.
Ooh, that's a bar.
That's a bar.
You can't grow what you don't keep.
Yeah, that is a bar.
Make a little money, save a little money.
All right, question number 2. Name something people buy to build long-term wealth. Is it A, a home, B, land, C, a business, or D, stocks?
Going with a home with this one.
Okay, Charles says A. What y'all got? Steven says A.
Home is where the heart is.
Everybody else, where y'all at? Let's see. AJ say okay. Martisha says A.
Go ahead and read it one more time.
Steven says A. Okay. Pretty busy at the polls today. Get out and vote. Okay, great.
Absolutely.
Uncle Brian, we appreciate that.
And kudos to everybody getting out to vote early.
Isham says A. Pearlie says A.
Marquise says A. Jeremiah says B. AJ says B. Richie says A. Prentice says D. Brenda Harbin says A. John Prince says A. Mom says A.
Okay, is that all we got?
And I got some secret listeners trying to text me, and I'm not gonna say it. You got to get on the live.
Okay, don't do it.
No, you're trying to give me a job, but it said 2 jobs.
Okay.
I just want one. I just want to try to host the show. So you got to get on the live. I can't do the sidebar stuff. Shout out to my daughter that I know listening to Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
I might do it for you,
What's
Glow,
up,
because
Glow?
you sneaking and listening.
Right.
But other than that, that's too much work.
Yeah, too much work. Okay, so here we go. Question with answer. Name something people buy to build long-term wealth. Is it A, a home, B, land, C, a business, or D, stocks? Brenda, John, Mom, Pearlie, Marquise, Richie, Charles, Stephen, Martisha, and Isham, you are all correct. The answer is A, a home. For many families, home ownership is a major wealth building tool. Ownership helps create financial growth.
Man, what they were saying about Jalen Brunson, he was in his bag.
Mhm.
I'm in my bag
You
now.
in your bag today.
Yeah, I'm 1-1. I'm in my bag now, AJ said. I missed at first. I swung and missed and failed. But I'm in my bag now. I'm back. I'm 1-1.
Yes. So it looks like Stephen, Marquise, and Pearlie, you are 2 of 2.
You don't have to announce that.
Oh, my bad.
Don't try to make me feel some kind of way. It's not how you start, it's how to finish. Don't give them no kudos yet. They ain't won nothing yet.
All right, here we go. Question number 3.
Let's go.
Name something that increases when financial growth occurs in a community. Is it A, jobs, B, opportunities, C, business development, or D, community investment?
Gonna read that one more time.
Name something that increases when financial growth occurs in a community. Is it A, jobs, B, opportunities, C, business development, or D, community investment?
Opportunities.
Okay, so that's B.
Boy, that's a showstopper right there, Damali. That's something to make you think. That's the all of the above, really.
Well, it ain't.
I
Marquise, I already said it ain't no E. Now you need to stop.
But Marquise, you're right. That's why I went ahead and just said something, because I know it's gonna take everybody else a long time, and I'm probably gonna switch it.
Oh, AJ said he changed his to A and he got it right. Okay, so AJ, you over here. My bad, I didn't see it.
He said what had happened was
Right. Pearlie says B. Martisha says B.
What's going on, Martisha? We haven't seen you in a while. We miss your
Jeremiah said D.
sister. Mississippi. Represent Mississippi. History said D.
Isham said B.
Woo.
Prentice said B. Prentice. AJ said D. And Richie says B. And who else? All right, here's the question one more time. Stephen, what you say? You said B? John Prince said D.
Yeah, I think it's B or D. I can say that. So but you can't get no half a point.
Marquise wants me to read. So here we go. Name something that increases when financial growth occurs in a community. Is it A, jobs, B, opportunities, C, business development, or D, community investment?
I'm acting like I didn't even hear that. Because every time she read it,
Marquise says B.
She try to throw you off a little bit, but I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna stick to what I got.
I don't see Mom's answer. Did Mom say give an answer?
I just in
be
the spirit. I see Mama chasing the kids.
She probably is. She probably up there with them kids. The kids running her around.
It's about that time. It's 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Question with answer. Name something that increases when financial growth occurs. Is it A, jobs, B, opportunities, C, business development, or D, community investment? Charles, Pearlie, Martisha, Isham, Prentice, Richie, Stephen, and Marquise. Brenda Harbin, I see, said the same thing. The answer is B, opportunities. As wealth and resources grow, more opportunities become available for everyone. Financial growth opens doors.
Damali, you know what a Euro step look like in basketball?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's what I did.
You did that Euro step?
And then I laid that thing up there on the backboard. 2-1.
I love it. I totally love it.
You see Brenda Harbin, what she said, B?
I did. I got Brenda.
You got her?
So it looks like Pearlie, Marquise,
and Stephen,
got them
all.
They done got them all.
At this point, turn their mic off. Turn their phone off. Turn their phone off. Turn it off. Internet, let the internet start glitching. Give me a chance, Damali. You can do it.
All right, here we go. Bonus round.
The fat lady is knocking on the door.
Bonus round. 5 points.
5 points.
Name a habit that helps people achieve financial growth. Is it A, budgeting, B, savings, C, planning, or D, investing? Hey, Cousin Winnie, we see you.
Welcome to the show. Read that one more time.
Name a habit that helps people achieve financial growth. Is it A, budgeting, B, savings, C, planning, or D, investing?
I'm going to say planning.
I'm going to say planning. That's C. All right. What you got?
Planning for the win.
Let's see. Brenda, you said C.
Wait a minute.
Marquis says A.
What did I say?
Said planning.
Which one is that?
That is C.
Man, producer can't say what I said. Oh, he following me around.
Stop it.
Oh, this is a setup.
Marticia says A. Jeremiah says B.
This is a setup.
I cannot. Dominique, what's up?
Welcome to the show, little bro.
Dominique says D. We gonna slide in the midnight hour.
Slide on in.
Yeah, Prentice says C.
See, my brother can't just come on the show. Mm-hmm. See, early in the morning, he be dancing with his robe on his Father's Day weekend. His kids love him. His wife love him. People in the community, church members. So he doing this. They take care of my brother. Father's Day. Yeah, he don't have to worry about it. Yeah, he becomes the king. He's the king of the region.
Yes. AJ says D. Who else we got? I'll read the question one more time. Name a habit that helps people achieve financial growth. Is it A, budgeting, B, savings, C, planning, or D, investing? John Prince says A. Richie says A.
Ooh. Richie, I got you on this one. No, neither one of us going to win.
Isham says D.
The YouTuber said, can you read it one more time so I can confuse everybody?
Name a habit that helps people achieve financial growth. Is it A, budgeting, B, savings, C, planning, or D, investing? Cousin Winnie says C.
And Steven, I went out to my car to try to get the crown. Brenda said A.
He said dancing with his robe on, Uncle Brian. Brenda says A.
Look, he started out doing like this.
Oh, Lord. It must be some crazy stuff in this studio, I'm telling y'all.
And then he got a little necklace on, too.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, a little cross.
So here we go. Question with answer. I think I done gave everybody ample enough time to try to answer. So here we go. Name a habit that helps people.
Uncle Brian gonna say dance with his robe.
Yeah. He's like, oh,
Uncle Brian don't miss nothing.
The visual.
Let me get back to the pose.
Right.
I ain't got time for this.
Okay, so this is for 5 points. Here we go. Is planning a habit? Well, according to my people, it could be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a habit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. 5 points. Name a habit that helps people achieve financial growth. Is it A, budgeting, B, savings, C, planning, or D, investing? Brenda, Marquise, Marticia, John, and Richie, you are correct. The answer is A. It says a budget helps people keep control of their money instead of letting their money control them. A plan for your money helps create progress.
We going off the air.
It says the bigger message is this: financial growth requires financial literacy, discipline, ownership, and long-term thinking. The builders of Black Wall Street understood that financial growth came from owning businesses, purchasing property, supporting local commerce, investing in education, and creating opportunities for others. They didn't just earn money, they built wealth. So the takeaway from this Family Feud is financial growth isn't just about making more money. It's about making smarter decisions, building assets, and creating opportunities that benefit generations to come.
You know, I want to throw a flag.
It's a flag on the play?
File a petition.
What?
Yeah. What else can we do? So, because this ruling, I don't agree with the ruling. Can I appeal? Can I appeal the ruling?
I would say that Marquise, who ended up,
Marquise got him.
Marquise got him.
Long as they ain't let Richie get it.
Marquise got him.
Marquise. See?
Came in there and slipped.
Fatherhood
See, Marquise
initiative.
been gone. He was out of town, so
Something
he couldn't
about
watch
that,
the field.
probably that oven ass chef stuff he came up with. Whatever he said. Anyway, again, this is Juneteenth weekend.
Listen, Jeremiah said, I'm convinced your people in Tulsa are different.
I'm convinced too. I'm still down there trying to figure it out. I've been here in Tulsa for 26 years and I'm still trying to figure it out.
Brenda said, I knew I had that wrong, but it was too late.
Look, we gonna take a break because I'm mad and I'm such a sore loser.
Listen, Dottie said, I was budgeting when Lily was in college and I had 2 kids in daycare. I budgeted right down to the sandwich line.
Yeah, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back, Community Wake Up. This is the Financial Growth edition. Listen, Damali.
Yes.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
If money wasn't not an issue, right? What do you feel like you would have done differently as a kid? College,
money wasn't an issue.
Housing, kids, school, because when we talk about financial growth, we got to talk about what it would look like to be able to say, you know what, the barriers of money is gone. Here are some things I think I could have done differently or decisions I would have made when I was younger if the financial situation wasn't there. We're going to talk about that next on the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali. Congratulations, Marquise. It's Father's Day this weekend. Sundress weekend for everybody that got a husband, the boo thing,
You're
and everything.
making a declaration right now.
No church socks. If you just got in, no church socks for Father's Day for the next 5 years. We're going to talk about that a little bit more next because I want to make sure the fathers get celebrated the right way on the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali. Y'all stay locked in. Share the live. We'll be right back, y'all.
Looking to take your event to the next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development.
The 36th Street North Event Center is proud to kick off another great season of social gatherings with family and friends. And no matter what the size of your next event, the 36th Street North Event Center has you covered. From event decor to live DJs, even catering, and a world-class sound and lighting system, 36th Street North has your event covered. We offer a state-of-the-art event booking and planning process from start to finish. And whether you're hosting 100 or 1,000, 36th Street North Event Center is the premier event center of North Tulsa, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Share the experience at 36th Street North Event Center and see why we are the #1 choice for upscale events. From weddings to birthdays, corporate functions, holiday parties, and so much more. Visit us today at 36theventcenter.com or call and reserve your spot at 918-200-9046.
This is what mornings are supposed to sound like.
Good morning, Charles.
What's up, Damali?
It's the Community Wake Up.
And keeping you connected.
Hey, we on.
Real talk.
Everybody's up and at it.
More action. All the time.
From 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the Community Wake Up.
Weekdays.
With Charles and Damali.
Make sure you tune in. What y'all trying to do? Vote. What you trying to do? Vote. Today is Get Out and Vote Day. Shout out to Uncle Brian. He's at the polls.
Yes.
Get out and vote today. If you don't know about it, if you don't feel like it, don't matter. Go out and vote today. Today, June 16th, is the day to get out and vote. You're locked in to Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali right here on NYCU.FM. That stands for News You Can Use, just in case you didn't know. And remember, when you get your phone, you put in NYCU.FM, you're going to see the little play button come up. You hit that play button. The music going to make you do this a little bit. After that, stroll to the bottom, subscribe to it. But then if you're locally, we syndicate it right here on KBOP 89.9 FM where Uncle Bobby B been doing his thing for some years now. So lock in right there locally. Then we also on YouTube, the official World One Development news you can use, but y'all got the best seat in the house at Grandma's house here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street, where we did the blueprint in the historic Greenwood. Damali, Taco Tuesday, and I'm getting some tacos today.
Right.
But how you feeling today? Juneteenth. All roads lead to the largest Juneteenth in the country, which is right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I'm excited about it. The headliner is Lakeside, but we got a lot of these local artists, and they're going to be going
they
nuts.
Blow
we
up
got
the
poetry.
stage.
We got food. We got a kids zone. We got a 5K run. I ain't going to have nothing to do with that 5K run, but it's there. A 1K
Steve
run.
is doing the run.
Steve is going to do it. Our producer going to be running. Me and Damali going to be giving them water.
Yeah.
He's representing for us. Because look, I done watched them 40-year-olds get out there and try to race for the family reunion. Check engine light come on, blow out on tire, signals, everything just go off. So I ain't gonna try that. But Steven gonna handle it for us.
You know what? Teresa's not on today.
She voting. She'll be on. Let her vote. She gonna have a sticker.
Yeah.
Look, if you vote,
will have a sticker.
if you vote here in Tulsa today, where you stick it, tag World One Development to Community Wake Up
So
Morning
we
Show
can
with
see.
Taz and Damali, so we can see you, and we're gonna do the same.
Yes, absolutely. So today we're talking about financial growth.
Yes.
And so I'm going to go ahead and give you the wake up definition of financial growth. Okay. Financial growth is the increase of income, savings, assets, investments, and overall financial stability over time. Financial growth means improving your financial position and increasing more wealth and opportunities for the future. So that is the lens that we are talking about today, and that is the lens that we are talking from on today. Financial growth. So before we went to break, Charles asked the question and said, if money was not an issue,
Right.
So we didn't have to think about that.
We didn't have to think about
Then
money.
what were some of the things that you would have done early in life? And so my answer is I would have gone to college directly out of high school.
And if money
Number
wasn't
one,
an issue,
if money wasn't an issue, would have went to college directly out of high school, preferably at HBCU. And then I would have started a business right out of college. So I think I would have either done a decor business, because I love, if anybody knows anything about me, I love doing decor.
right.
I just have a very creative mind. And so I would have been much younger, would have been able to climb on ladders and do all that, all the things that we do and do elaborate party settings. So I would have done that. And then I also would have invested in real estate and became a developer right out of college.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I would have done. So I would have started purchasing land, lots, starting to go vertical, on that land.
And then you just built that out over time.
And just built it out over time. And by this time, I would be a billionaire.
Ooh, you still might be a billionaire one day.
I'm like discounting it. I received that.
Here's the question: if you was 18 years old, you go back to when you was 18, and money was not a hurdle.
Yes.
Money was not even something you had to think about. What would you have done different? We saying that just because of financial growth, because it's something when your mind can be free to not have a situation. If I could go back to 18 years old on my way to college at 18, the first thing I would have wanted out the gate, being real, is a 1993 Honda Accord with the spoiler on it. You remember that? You remember them Honda? You remember?
Yes.
You don't remember?
Yes, I
For
do.
first-
No, everybody wanted those. I remember that.
First, I would have had that, and then two. One, shout out to University of Arkansas at Monticello. They gave me a football scholarship, gave me an opportunity to go to college. I'm forever grateful for that. Let me say that first. Shout out to Langston University,
Right.
the HBCU that helped me hit the reset button. That I give a lot of credit for helping me to be here today. Even Guthrie Job Corps. Let me, because look, I'm appreciative and grateful. But if I was 18 and I could money was not an option, I had to deal with any situations, and it's not a barrier. The Honda Accord is for real, brand new. I want it. I would have went to Howard University. I would have went to Howard University, HBCU, graduated there, able to live in DC, just to have that experience in life. Went on to law school, and then after law school, created a business.
Yes.
Those are the things I talked about when I was younger.
Right.
But when you're trying to
Have to navigate.
put a sandwich with a bottle of water, with just trying to survive, doing what you got to do, then if you take that away, that's what I have done.
You know what? The college that I think I would have gone to had I went to an HBCU?
What's that?
Grambling State University.
Grambling State, them
Grambling.
Tigers down there.
Mhm.
What you know about Grambling? Have you ever been to Grambling?
I've been to Grambling so many
down there in
times. It's
Ruston?
unreal. Yeah, my daughter was in band.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we would go and do the battles of the bands and all that good stuff.
Why Grambling? You was
Yes.
gonna be in the band?
I don't know that I would have been in the band.
Oh yeah,
but
I know what you want to do. You want to
'cause
be
I'm
that majorette so you can do this and go all the way back. Who was that called?
Yeah.
You had a thing and you go out first.
Drum majors.
That's what.
No, I don't want to be a drum major.
You want to be
They gotta
drum
do that-
major?
That back then.
Your
the
back
way my
didn't work
back was
like
set
that.
up, No,
It wasn't
do
gonna
that.
work. But if
I
you
wanna
would
do
have
that.
had your choice, you would have went.
I would have went to
Grambling.
And so in our family there's conversations, and I need to do some research, and that one of our family members was one of the founding members or one of the founding people of Grambling University.
Right.
So there is some conversation about that. I don't know. I mean, I believe that. But I feel like, I would have done a better job of being able to patch all that together.
Right.
And being able to make sure that our family knew about that history, and then our family supported that history.
Right.
So, yeah.
And I'm glad we're talking about financial growth, because in our community it's critically important.
Mhm.
Because in every area, whether it's home ownership, investing, or stocks and bonds, or anything,
Mhm.
we are so far behind. We got to find a way to catch up. And, we got to really just turn away from all, because it's such a small percentage that get a chance to be some kind of superstar, go to the NFL, go to the NBA, become an Oprah or a Tyler Perry. And those are the far and few in between. You don't get to reach that level. But here's the reality of life for most. And I said it earlier, 99% of the people, 1% of the people have 99% of the wealth in our country. So you already know somebody not playing ball fairly. That's number one.
Right.
The average American only has $400 to $500 in their account right now.
Mhm.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
So when we talk about our financial growth definition, then we talk about income. Most people are just paycheck to paycheck. Most people can't make it even into the second month. That's why homelessness is so bad in so many different cities. So forget a savings, forget assets, forget investments. Most people don't even deal with none of this. We just constantly in a state of just trying to survive.
Just trying to survive. Oh, Mom just chimed in and said our cousin was the founder of Grambling University.
For real? That is huge.
Yeah.
That's a story.
Yeah.
You should have made that a trivia question. And then my answer would have been Damali's them cousin, uncle, cousin, whoever.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear them out. I didn't know
That's
that. Mhm.
So I did not say earlier that our Black Wall Street Family Feud was sponsored by the City of Tulsa Permitting Department.
Right.
They are actually in the building today. They are hosting their satellite office right here at the 36th Street North Event Center, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. They're here for the entire month of June. They are here on Tuesdays from 8 to 12 and on Thursdays from 1 to 4. So if you have any type of permitting issue or permitting question, if you are a builder, if you are looking to renovate your home and you're wanting to move walls around within your home or to move things around, then you need to be talking to the permitting office before you do anything. Before you pull out your hammer and your sledgehammer and start knocking stuff down, you need to come talk to the permitting department. So what the mayor's office is trying to do is make it more accessible for community. So they're moving this satellite office around to different neighborhoods within different communities and in the different quadrants of the city, so that way people can go in and talk to the permitting department there instead of having to fight with the one-way streets and the parking and all of that downtown. You can just come to one of these satellite locations. So if you are in North Tulsa, really, if you are in any part of Tulsa, you're welcome to come to North Tulsa. But particularly if you are in North Tulsa, come on over here to the 36th Street North Event Center. If you are doing any type of building, any type of renovations, come over and talk to them about what it is that you need to do. Or if you just need help understanding what permitting is and why you need to do it, then, come on over, ask them questions. They're sitting here waiting on you to get over here.
We went in there with our whole team because we're getting ready to launch our 50-unit development. We was in there for 45 minutes. So instead of going to 4 or 5 different offices and doing all of that, we was able to get everything answered right there in 45 minutes. And you get it directly from the horse's mouth to the live, because we're talking about financial growth. Uncle Brian said it's unimaginable to think someone is a trillionaire.
Yeah.
Elon Musk, y'all, is a trillionaire. How many zeros is even in that? That's number one. So he could spend $1 million a day, and it would take him 3,000 years to run out of money.
Dang.
If he spent $1 million a day.
Man,
it would take them 3,000 years.
I mean, just thinking
to
about
run out
that,
of money.
that's like crazy.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's too bad you can't take it with you. So the thing about that make me think, why don't we not do things to make the world a better place for all?
Mm-hmm.
Because I could be a trillionaire and have that much money, but what am I going to do with all that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's okay, and kudos to him because he do all the SpaceX and all that. He want to go to the moon and come back. So you need a different amount of money to do the kind of things that he wants to do. But Damali, what you think when you hear a man for the first time ever is a trillionaire?
That's crazy. I can't even wrap my brain around it, because most of us are trying to get to, some of us ain't even trying to even do all that, There's a lot of people in community that, we come across on a day-to-day basis. If I can just get, $100,000 in the bank,
tell you
that's how they operate.
How I believe somebody becomes a trillionaire when they let you in the White House and give you access to everybody's financial stuff. You're able to get contracts from the government. You're able to leverage and have no resistance to all the different things that you can do.
Right.
Then it puts you in a position, Damali, to become a trillionaire. Because you wasn't a trillionaire before. They put you in there and let you do your little DOJ stuff, and go through all of that. But think about, you just was able to go in there and probably leverage us against other countries and other situations. So, and imagine, he didn't just become a trillionaire by himself.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's more that has to go along with that. But it is what it is. The man is a trillionaire.
So AJ says, if money wasn't an issue, I would have went to an all financial business school. I would have graduated and built multiple businesses and invested back into the communities to help people grow to where they have a life stability to take care of themselves along with their families. That's good.
That's awesome, AJ. Well, I'm tell you what, at 18, I was barely. I knew I wanted to go to a college. If I could go back.
I think for some of us, most of us, college was your way out.
Right.
Of your, the situation that you were in. So it wasn't necessarily that you wanted to go. It was more so like, I gotta go.
It was, to be honest, coming out of school, I never even really even thought about even going to college. I stumbled up on college. I end up only going to college at that age because of getting scholarship offers. And when I started getting scholarship offers, I had a Coach Rosenberg, that you got a chance to meet, that said, Charles, man, you getting these scholarship offers, this give you a chance to have a different kind of life. So you got to take some different classes. You got to take the ACT, all this other stuff you got to do in order to go. But I just kind of stumbled up on it. But I feel like God gives us all the gift and talent that helps us to make it in this life. You got to figure out what that gift and talent is. I think that's a big part of it. But today, financial growth, Damali, the biggest thing. What is your top 3 things that you focus on to try to help you with your financial growth?
So I think that one is, I think you got to know your numbers.
Right.
And know where you are. And I think that everything is about peaks and valleys. So, when you're doing good, then you need to stay doing good. I think that what ends up happening with a lot of us is that we end up, and I know me in particular, I can't speak for other folks, but me in particular, being the eldest in my family, then I always have taken on the responsibility of, if my siblings need something, then I need to be able to help them.
Right.
In my lifetime, I've never asked my siblings for a quarter.
Right.
Even if I needed it, I never asked, because I think that, and nobody told me this. Let me just say that. I just created this in my own mind. But at being the eldest sibling, I feel like I should never have to take from them. I should be trying to help them. So I've always lived my life where I'm trying to, stack up and, take care of me. But if they need something, I'm able to be a good big sibling and try to help. Now, the issue becomes, and not just with siblings, just with anybody, if we have friends, if I have friends that need help or whatever, I'm trying to help.
Right.
And then when you come to me and say, hey, I'm going to give you your money back, and you don't give me my money back, then now that creates a financial burden for me. Right. Because I stacked up my money so that I could be able to take care of me and my kids and what my grandkids. And then now I've given it to you. So then now, thinking that you're going to give it back.
Right.
Because there's a temporary bridge. But see, that's the thing that we need to do in community. And that's the one thing that I was talking, and I can't remember who I was talking to, but we were talking about the principle of Black Wall Street.
Right.
Black Wall Street, the principle was they did what they said they were going to do. regardless. So if my grandma sent me over to Miss So-and-so's shop
Right.
to go get something on credit, when she got her check, Miss So-and-so didn't have to come back and say, hey, you owe me, Miss Minnie.
You didn't have to
You
do
know,
that to
they
work.
didn't have to do that. Miss Minnie knew as soon as she got her check, oh, I got to go over Miss So-and-so's to give her money back.
Right.
Because she gave me some stuff on credit. But see, we don't do that. We start ducking and dodging.
Mhm.
We start hiding. Oh man, so-and-so calling me because I know I owe them $200. You know, I ain't going to answer their phone call. You know, that's not the way. And that's why we can't be blessed.
Right.
Because we don't take our responsibilities seriously. You know, if you ask somebody for something that's theirs, first of all, they're not obligated to give you nothing. But if they are nice enough and, you know, and believe in you enough to want to help you, then you should return the favor and give it back. If you say, I'm going to pay you back in 30 days, you need to pay them back in 30 days. If you can't pay them back in 30 days because stuff happens,
It happens.
life be lifing,
Right.
then at least you owe them a phone call to say, hey,
That's what's going on.
I was going to pay you back on this day, but this happened. I'm going to get you. Can I get another 30 days? Can you give me another 30 days grace? I can work with that. But for you to walk around and act like you don't owe, but now you on vacation in Spain
Right.
or you on a cruise, you know, and I'm looking like, wait a minute, you clearly owe me and you have been owing me for, you know, a year. You've been owing me, but you done went on 5 vacations. Hold on. You know,
Right.
that tells you that your priorities are not in line. And we've got to do that. We've got to get our priorities in line because you don't know what hardship that you create because you don't do what you say you're going to do. Then when people say, when you come and ask me, like now, when you ask me, no.
You said
Can
no
you?
before
No.
they even.
No.
Let me do this right here. So the theme today is financial growth. So I'll ask you on the live because the beauty of us having conversation is each one teach one, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna ask you because I think AJ does good. I think like Richie does good. Uncle, I think a lot of people do good in terms of financial growth. And so we'll ask maybe what are a couple of your tips when you think about personally financial growth. For me, the first thing I remember coming out of college, I just wanted to be debt free.
Mm-hmm.
So I always try to manage my debt. You know, because in my mind, I'm thinking the older I get, the less debt I have, the less amount of money I need to make it.
Right.
Because I think the worst thing is to end up toward the end of your life and you got all of this debt. You know, so my biggest thing always to be able to pay off the house, pay off cars, pay off my credit cards. So I just don't have a lot of debt. That's always been one of my things. Number 2 is I understand you either have to have cash, you know, or you got to have credit. Now, the best thing is to have both. So you got a little cash in the bank, say at least in your reserve enough to live for at least a year. You know, just so that means if something happened, because things is always happening, then you at least got a year saved up, 1. And then 2, I always focus on my credit, you know, and if you don't focus on your credit at all, just go to creditkarma.com, Credit Karma, Karma, creditkarma.com, and it's free. And then you get access to your TransUnion and your Equifax. So it constantly updates it for you, right? So you can know where that is because a combination of your credit and your capital is going to allow you to know where you need to go. And then last but not least, then I always try to find me a side hustle to supplement my income.
Right.
When I was little, my side hustle was cutting hair. You know, a lot of people's side hustle is something to do with hair. Your side hustle can be, I'm not saying it's a hot side hustle, but hosting and advertising, doing radio. But you got to find something else as another means of income. Because my thought is, Damali and I probably got 7 streams of income. You know, because the thing about it is a tough situation to be in is only to have 1 stream. They said most millionaires have 7 streams of income. Do you need that many? I don't know. But having at least 2 or 3 different streams of income, I think is always good. You got your main job, but then I also do some lawn care on the side. I also do this on the side, but you have other ways so that if something happens, you still can keep your lights on. You know, you can keep things going on for you and your family.
And I think the thing that you need to do is it needs to happen when you're younger, because as you get older, you want to start dropping off those other things. So
Right.
you should have put yourself in a position to where you've done enough that and created this residual income that, you know, now it carries on and you don't have to do the manual labor type situations. So say, for instance, like he's talking about, if your side hustle was, I'm going to have a lawn care service, you know, in addition to I work my regular 9 to 5, I
Right.
got this lawn care service, but then the money that you're making on the lawn care service, take that money and put it into something that's going
There
to
you
give
go.
you additional income,
Right.
so that while you're sleeping, this money is making money.
Right.
And it's coming back to you. So then now, maybe 5 years or whatever, now I don't have to do the lawn care service because now I got enough coming in, from the investments that I've done. I've invested in the stock market, or I've invested, in day trading, or whatever it is. I got enough money coming in from that thing where I don't have to do nothing. I just put my money in it and it just grows. And so I've done that. So now I can stop doing this, just work my 9 to 5 until it's time for retirement. Once it's time for retirement, I get another infusion of money for my retirement benefits. And now I can just chill and live the life that I want to live.
Right. And you owe it to yourself to at least educate yourself for stocks and bonds. Take a class, take a course. Shoot, you can just go to YouTube. There's so much information out there now.
It really is.
Because here it is. If your money's in the bank, they trading it every day anyway.
Yeah,
that's why the FDIC is only but so much. So you would do yourself good to at least understand the market. Man, I'll never forget, I was 25 and I was working for the Ellie Radio Center. I was working for the state. Man, this guy had worked like 45 years, Damali. That sucker was ready to retire. Man, we was all hyped up. Man, we was hyped. We was happy for him and all of that. And the week before he was going to retire, after 45 years, he was probably like 65 years old.
Right.
Guess what?
What?
The market crashed on him.
Oh.
The market crashed. Now, let me tell you something. There were people out there that knew that market was going to crash. That's what it made me think about. But do you think they was going to call him and tell him the market's going to crash? Absolutely not. When you work for a company, and it's okay to have your 9 to 5, think about all these companies, Damali, that's been closing lately.
Right.
All you're going to get is a pink slip. All you're going to do is doors closed. All you're going to see is on the news they filed bankruptcy. So we have no other choice, especially in our community where a lot of times we get the short end of the stick. We have to just educate ourselves in the financial space. Again, this Saturday, right? This is the thing, we won't just talk about it. This Saturday, 9 to 11:30 at the 36th Street North Event Center. We're going to have developers, builders, entrepreneurship, and all these things. We'll be discussing these situations and things that are going on to build generational wealth. So we won't just be on here talking about it. Damali, we have ways to actually move the needle forward. We sweeping around our own porch, so you're dealing with people that look like you, that's building $1 million homes, that's doing multi-million-dollar development, and cool to down-to-earth people that don't mind sharing the knowledge with community. So if you can, we did the link a couple times. We'll put the link up again today, but we will have our Tulsa Empowerment network meeting this Saturday at the 36th Street North Event Center, because it's not, and then we're going to talk about some houses. One of the biggest things, just to get your house. And I remember getting my first house, Damali. If you ask me, I think you start with a smaller fixer-upper and let the equity build. So here's an example. You get your house, instead of trying to go get the mega house for $300,000 and stressing and needing 1,500 jobs, get you a house maybe $75,000. Fix it up.
That's what I did.
Fix it up, right? And now the house for $75,000 may be worth double that amount. So when you go to close to get your next house, you get to pull that $75,000 equity. You know what I mean? Now when you get ready to get your next house, you already got your 20% and you can put some in the bank. And if you ran into some, you can pay off your credit cards and all of that. Now you just kind of scale up that way. And then when you get to where you really desire where you need to be and you got enough equity, then now you can start picking up and buying other homes and doing the same thing. Now you got your main home you done paid for. Now you got 4 or 5 rental properties or properties you fixed up and sold. But when you do those kind of things, then it just puts you in a much, and that's simple things you can do that just put your family in a much more, wait a minute, am I talking to, is it too much stuff I'm sharing? Is this intellectual property?
It is intellectual property that you're sharing.
Well, okay.
But that's what I did. I actually took a first-time home buyer's course.
Right.
And from the first-time home buyer's course, I was in a position to be able to purchase my first home. I actually did not do a fixer-upper. I built a house from the ground up.
Right.
Because there was a program that was available to me.
You took advantage
and so
of
that's
it.
why we're telling people about these homes that we're talking about, because it's the same type of program. You can get a brand new home that nobody has ever lived in. My mom did the same thing. She built her house from the ground up.
I'm asking the producer, can we please do the closer camera? I just want to can you show them this house? Can you show it? And then read the stuff on the back. Just put it up close to the camera right there.
Can y'all see that?
Look.
So for those of you who are on the live, so this is called the Olympia. This is one of the homes that they're going to be building over here in, what is it? What's the name of Red Ridge?
No, it's Capital Homes.
It's Capital Homes.
But here's the thing, we on 36th Street North. in Peoria. This
Yes.
is not Bixby. This is not South Tulsa. This is not Owasso.
Flat
You
Rock
see this
Creek,
house?
that's what the
Flat
name of
Rock
it is.
Creek.
Yeah.
These homes, read how big the home and how
Yeah,
many
so this particular home is 2,868 square feet. It's 3 to 5 bedrooms, so you can pick. It's 2.5 baths.
3-car garage.
It is a 3-car garage, and I mean these houses are beautiful.
That's good.
I mean, yeah.
Show
I
them
don't know if
another one,
you see 'em.
Damali.
Yeah.
We're just gonna rotate a few.
Yeah.
We're saying this because
This is the Monroe, as in like our mayor's name.
Yeah.
They have covered patios. This particular home is 2,243 square feet. It's 3 to 4 bedroom, 2.5 to 3.5 bath. This one has a 2-car garage. It has a front porch and the covered patio.
Show them another one.
Yes.
We're gonna show y'all like 3 or 40 because there are some tiny homes coming. These is not the tiny home edition. This is 36th Street North in Peoria.
This one is the Providence. It is 1,813 square feet. It's 4 bedroom. It's 2 bath. It's a 2-car garage. And
We're gonna show them one
there's
more.
a lot of different options on that one.
Damali, we're gonna show them
So
one
you
more.
can-
Because Damali, we're talking about financial growth.
This one is the Grant. It is 1,808 square feet. It's a 4 bedroom home with 2 bathrooms, 2-car garage, covered patio. It does have a full porch as well. So
Okay,
these
family.
are nice homes.
Yeah, so okay, family. So me and Damali has been part of this process. We've been talking about this ever since Uncle Bobby put us on the radio up to today. And the biggest thing, Damali, you know what it has been? Mindset
Yeah.
of unbelief. Like most people always say, man, if I can get a home, I wonder if I can get a home. You can't, your words are so powerful. You can get a home. Your credit can be 500.
Mhm.
You still can get one of these homes.
Mhm.
Now, you got to have a job. Now, you can't be at your mama house, sleep on the couch now. You
Not
can't get
working,
nowhere
yeah.
from doing. But if you have a job, you got to
Yes.
remember whether you fit under the low income, medium income, or market rate. Wherever you are, you fit. They're going to give you the $20,000. You're not going to have to come out of your pocket for anything. I just want so much Damali for people to get in the game because one of the things that you just read in the financial growth is home is a lot of times how you first establish your generational wealth.
Correct.
Because when everybody make you mad, there's nothing more powerful than saying, you know what, I'm finna go to the house. I ain't got time for this crap. I'm going home. You know.
So let me say this,
Go
a
ahead.
couple things. And so I can talk about my own life because y'all can't refute it, or
Right.
y'all can't get offended because I'm talking about me. So first of all, what I did when I decided that I wanted to move forward in life is one, I signed up for education courses. I joined a first-time home buyers group.
So that should be the first step.
First thing
Find
that you
your
do.
one. Yeah.
What they did was they helped me clear up my credit, which I didn't have a lot on my credit. So sometimes having no credit is just as bad as having bad credit.
Absolutely.
And so I just didn't have any credit established. And so they helped me get some credit, start out with little bitty things like getting a $500 credit card and then being able to, make some purchases on it, but pay it off. Make some purchases, pay it off.
Easing
so now
up that
I
credit
had,
score.
just easing up that credit score and getting it on up there. The other thing that I did was looking at my credit report. People don't realize you can refute things that are listed on your credit report. Just
Right.
because it's there, that don't mean it's gospel. So if you know you didn't do it or you've got evidence to prove that you didn't do it, and sometimes even if you don't have evidence, if they can't prove that that's your debt, then it can be removed from your credit report. But first of all, you got to know that it's there.
Can I add something
Mhm.
to that? And here's the thing. When you get your credit report, and it's not like they can drag their feet on this, y'all.
Mhm.
Just like they pop stuff on there that shouldn't be there. When you dispute something on your credit, they got 30 days to respond.
Yep.
If they don't respond in 30 days, the creditors or whoever put it on there, guess what? It automatically falls off your credit report, just like that. But here's the thing. It's some old cell phone bill, some old medical bill, some old rental center, something that's been, you'd be like, why my credit 500? Because you could have removed this 10 years ago.
Right.
But since you never looked at your credit report, you don't even
You don't
know.
even know.
Remove a
Yep.
few things, add a few things, and man, you pop up to 700, 750.
Mhm.
Now you in the game because they're going to look at that credit.
Mhm.
So Damali, I just want to add, they got 30 days to get it right.
Mhm.
So Damali, the first thing people need to do, you get a free credit report once a year.
Yeah, that's what I just
Credit
wrote
report
down.
now?
You can
Go
go
ahead.
freecreditreport.com.
Right
You
now.
can go there at one time a year. You can get a free credit report. You can pull your credit report, and then now you know what it at least says. And then now you can go through and start cleaning that stuff up. So I did that. But the reason why I thought about this is because what I did after I did all that was in this program, they gave me match money to help me with my down payment and closing costs, and to purchase appliances. And so once I did all of that and completed the program and built my house from the ground up in a new community that community development out in Owasso. Once I did all of that, I kept that house for 5 years.
Right.
Actually, I lived in the house for 8 years total. And when I got married to Mr. Wilson, then what I did was we took the equity. I sold that house.
Right.
The equity I had in that home, we put.
How much equity?
At that time,
You know what I'm
I think I had about $30,000 in equity.
So that means when she sold the house, they gave her a check. 30 what?
30,000.
30,000. Damali, when I bought my first home, and I was happy, I was turning flips, and we closed, and I was sitting there because this was my first time getting a house. I was all nervous. I was 26, 26, 27. We closed, and at the closing table, it's my first time closing, so I'm just feeling my way through this thing. But had good credit, made a few adjustments, like you said.
Right.
Man, the people that sold the house, they gave them a check for $86,000.
Yep.
I said, at this point, I don't want the house. I want the check.
Right.
But in that moment, I understood, and they said, we've been having the house for 15 years. So over 15 years, regardless of what they was doing with their job, savings and all of that, because they owned a home. Here's the thing. If you're renting, what are you getting back? You've been renting for 5 years, 10 years. Guess what your return is? Zero. Now, sometimes you have to rent, you have to get a time, whatever. But if by all means, that's why we're showing y'all these homes. If you can get a home, it's like money in the bank.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And now if you run into something, you can get a home equity credit. You know what I mean? Stuff get too bad. You go in and say, hey, I need to pull 30 grand out because I need to pay off credit or a medical kid going to college. You have that you can work from. But when Damali, did you realize so many people was renting?
I did not.
In North Tulsa?
I did not. And I guess I just never thought about it because it's none of my business in the first place.
Well, here's the thing. You grew up in a home that your mom owned.
That's true.
So your assumption was probably like everybody in the community owned it. And that's...
Well, and like I told you, I was telling you about the little girl that I used to get into a fight with every day, when I was in 4th grade. That was the assumption for me. The assumption was what my reality was. My reality was I lived in a house. So I just assumed that everybody else lived in a house if I thought about it. But most of the time I didn't think about it because it didn't concern me.
No, that little girl beat you up because she understood real estate.
No, she never beat me up. Let's be clear.
Well, she swung at you.
She swung and missed, and then she got it. She got the ball.
The little girl that wants to fight, she's now a real estate agent.
She probably
what
is.
she understood then is owning a home was important enough that she want to fight Damali every day just because she lived in a home.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, what we're trying to say, y'all, in 2026, we got to leverage and hedge the things that we can, and we can't have a fear of just not even trying because a lot of people sit, man, I'm going to go and get a house. I'm going to go and do this. And as soon as we have the meeting, they ain't at the meeting. They get here when the meeting is over and then be like, I don't know what happened. Now they want you to follow up and do all this extra work, and you can't do that. So look, on this Saturday, between 9 and 11:30, all these houses, all the stuff we're talking about, the people here that look like you. So you can be comfortable of getting your questions answered about getting into your home. It only take them 6 months. You got the key to the house. You're not going to have to come out of your pocket. Damali, I don't know when this opportunity going to come by again.
Yeah.
And
once these opportunities pass, they are gone. But back to my story. We keep getting sidetracked. But back to the story. So I purchased a home. The home that I purchased was $70,000, and I purchased that home. Had all of the assistance, all of the match money, and all of that, and had it for 8 years. Sold the house, got $30,000 in equity out of the home, which I was able to use that $30,000 at the down payment for the next house that me and Mr. Wilson purchased together. And when we purchased that home, then the one thing that I remember is that he came out of North Tulsa. That's where he was living when we got engaged. And we were standing in the bathroom. We had a galley style bathroom, and it had a big mirror with a double sink. And, so we got in the keys. We're all excited. We go in the house. We're kind of walking through, looking at the spaces, thinking about how we were going to, put furniture in there and all that. But we stopped in the bathroom, and he was standing there looking in the mirror. And I said, what are you doing? And he said, I'm just standing here and I'm looking. He said, I always thought that I would live and die in North Tulsa. He said, I never imagined that I would have this type of house. Now, anybody who know me, y'all know I'm like, I think I need a bigger house than this, but my money, the way my money is set up, I can't afford it, and at that time, that home was $160,000 home that we were able to purchase. And so, so here's the thing. I started out with a $70,000 home.
There you go.
Then got that $30,000 in equity, which allowed me to be able to buy a $160,000 home. So, you do the math, to when we're talking about generational wealth and what that creates. But I'm still currently in that home. Mr. Wilson has gone on to be with the Lord and just recently. But this is the thing. The thing that we're talking about is creating generational wealth. We're talking about financial growth. So when I started, I wasn't able to get into that $160,000 home. So I didn't just jump out there and put myself in a financial situation. I started small, made the sale, and then got something larger.
But you know what's important, Damali? You said the key word of all of this, guys, is she started.
I started.
If you don't start,
Can't
then
finish.
you can't. Like right now, Damali, the home I talked about closing, they got a $86,000 check when they left. So this time later, if I decided to sell the home today, guess what the check would be? On my end.
What?
$190,000.
So at this point, the value of my home currently. So when I bought it, it was $160,000. The current value of my home is $300,000.
So that means if you decide to sell, then you got that in equity.
Right.
So
I would probably get about $200,000. If I decided to sell right now, I would probably get, real close to $200,000.
And here's the beauty of it, guys. When you're in the right position, then now you're in a situation where that's why people be like, man, I'm finna retire. That's why a lot of people sell their home, downsize,
and go to
have plenty of money in the bank and just travel around the world. But that's because of decisions they made at a
younger in life. Right.
And young is a mindset. So you can start wherever you are. If you're 40, 50, 60, it don't matter. And that depends on how long you're going to live. That's between you and Jesus.
So when I say that, I'm saying that because you have more time. So if I'd have done this in my 20s, right, then, at this point, then if I sold this house, so prime example, my mother, when she built her home, it was $17,000.
1.7.
Yeah, 170 or 17,000 something. That's how much she paid for her house when she built it back in the 70s. So now that same house in her neighborhood is probably $250,000.
Generational wealth.
Generational wealth. So if she sold the house, then, she would end up having that type of, revenue. So just think, and I was telling Mom, I was like, dang, I ain't even had a car.
So the thing is this. Don't live in an apartment.
Yeah.
Don't rent for 30, 40 years.
Yeah, no.
Don't do that.
Get
your house. Whatever you got to do. Come to the meetings that we have. We don't mind sitting down and explaining it because it's one thing for somebody to, hey, do this, but they don't share the information.
Yeah.
What we saying is we do monthly meetings where we share the information. We're going to tell you exactly how to do it because that's what we got to do, Damali.
Yes.
And people might not always do this because sometimes be like, it's the game is to be sold, not told. We tolling it. Is that a word?
No, it's not.
We tolling it is not a word?
No.
Don't hate on me like that. You never know.
No, it's not.
Anyway, we're going to switch gears back to financial growth, man. We only got 10 minutes. Let's take a real quick break. When we come back, we'll have to wrap up the show. Time went real quick. Today, we got to vote. When we come back, we're going to wrap up the show, the Community Wake Up Morning Show. We're talking about generational wealth, y'all. We got to do better. We got get some dineros in the bank. We'll be right back.
Looking to take your event to the next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development. EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as Spring Break Camp, Summer Camp, and After School. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet.
You know what? It's really not that bad being up at 5 a.m.
Damali, you know what? You're absolutely right. The only thing better is we on 5 days a week.
7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the Community Wake Up, our brand new morning show.
Right here on NYCU.FM.
And simulcast on KBOB 89.9 FM.
We got your Black History Trivia.
We got your medical report.
Don't forget the police report.
Your local, national, and international news.
Always the latest on upcoming events.
The Divine Nine and the HBCU check-ins.
And most importantly, we can't do it without you.
And make sure you join us each and every day.
It's the Community Wake Up
with Charles and Damali. Welcome back to the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street on the historic Greenwood. We're locked in on NYC.FM radio station, locally on KBOB 89.9 FM, and on YouTube, the official World One Development news you can use. But you back in the number one spot. And remember, all roads lead to Tulsa Juneteenth. Now remember, the satellite office, the prep meeting is here. A lot of good stuff going on in the city. Damali, thank you for sharing. Because sharing is caring.
Yes.
We talking about generational wealth. And she talk about if you want to get a home, go to a first-time home buyer's course. You get the little stuff that you need, get that credit card, get into a home, build that equity, and put your family on a path to generational wealth and success. Damali, you said you want to get to that trivia?
Yes, let's get to the trivia really quick. So this is the Black History Trivia Financial Growth Edition.
Let's see just how much you know. It's Black History Trivia with Charles and Damali.
Okay, so Black History Trivia. Here's the question. Which Black businessman helped build one of the largest Black-owned insurance companies in America, promoting financial growth, home ownership, and economic stability for African Americans during the early 20th century? Is it A, Charles Clinton Spalding, B, Garrett Morgan, C, William Washington Brown, or D, C.R. Patterson?
All of the above. Oh my God. Yeah, all of them was builders.
Did I say anything about all the above? I did not give you that as an option. I said A builders. Through C. Lord bless my soul.
What's the names again?
Charles Clinton Spalding. B is Garrett Morgan, C is William Washington Brown, and D is C.R. Patterson. Okay, here's the question. Which Black businessman helped build one of the largest Black-owned insurance companies in America, promoting financial growth, home ownership, and economic stability for African Americans during the early 20th century? Is it A, Charles Clinton Spalding? B, Garrett Morgan. That's what you're going with, is A?
Spalding. Yeah. Yeah, give me Spalding.
B is Garrett Morgan. C is William Washington Brown. And D is C.R. Patterson. See, AJ says B.
It's like I remember that name Spalding only, so hey.
Yeah.
And the other person's name, it sounds like mortgage, so I'd like it kind of go with it.
It's C or D.
Okay. Oh,
Uncle Brian says A.
I feel better. Spalding is like you asked this before.
I think I asked it in a different way before. Yeah. What you got, Steven? You going ahead and pick which one? You gonna say A or D? Boy, do not play. Nobody else want to take a chance? What you got, Steven? Why don't you give your answer? Okay. Richie says A. Pearlie says B. A is Charles Clinton Spalding. B is Garrett Morgan. Oh, D. I'm sorry. C.R. Patterson. Yeah. Yeah.
That stands for something.
So what you got?
It's Craig Rafus. I know it stands for something. CR stands for something.
Not Rafus. I cannot. Ambrose. Hey, Ambrose. He said C.
What's up, Ambrose?
You gonna go A? Steven says A. Okay, we're going question with answer. Which black businessman helped build one of the largest black-owned insurance companies in America, promoting financial growth, home ownership, and economic stability for African Americans during the early 20th century? Is it A, Charles Clinton Spaulding, B, Garrett Morgan, C, William Washington Brown, or D, C.R. Patterson? Stephen, Charles, Brian, and Richie, you are correct. Oh, and Prentice. I see Prentice answer.
Well, Princess came sliding in home at the last second.
Yes. Prentice, the answer is A, Charles Clinton Spaulding. Charles Clinton Spaulding helped lead the North Carolina Mutual Life Insurance Company, which became one of the largest and most successful black-owned businesses in the nation. Under his leadership, the company promoted financial literacy, economic self-sufficiency, and wealth-building opportunities for black families. He helped families protect their assets, build financial security, and create a stronger economic future. All right, so we are going to congratulations to those individuals. Y'all did a great job.
I'm just going to congratulate me. Now, congratulations to everybody. My bad, y'all.
All right, here we go.
Upcoming events.
Upcoming events. So today, do not forget to vote. The polls are open until 7 o'clock p.m. Uncle Brian says it is a slow day at the polls. I think it's supposed everybody is at work right now. They'll probably be there through lunch hour and after work. But anyway, the polls are open until 7 o'clock, so make sure you go out and vote. Tulsa Empowerment Network and World One Development, Juneteenth, and the city of Tulsa are hosting the next community convening that's happening on June 20th from 9 o'clock a.m. until 11:30 p.m. or a.m. It's for developers, entrepreneurs, not-for-profits, and community members. National motivational speaker Dr. Will Moreland will be in the building. Greg Shaw of Beantown Development, Terrell and LaShawn Ellison of EIG Builders, Merton Huff of Capitol Homes, and the City of Tulsa Permitting Department will be speaking and presenting information at that meeting. Juneteenth is happening June 19th through 21st. The original Lakeside Band will be the artist. You can go to tulsajuneteenth.org in order to register. Don't forget that we are having the celebration of life for Officer Derek Alexander. It's going to take place on Friday, June 19th at 11 o'clock a.m. at the Nathan E. Harris Field House at Booker T. Washington High School, located at 1514 East Zion Street. So make sure that you are in attendance at that homegoing service. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about smart investing.
Smart investing, getting to the dollars.
Exactly. So if you would like to advertise your business or events on our show, go to nycu.fm and submit an inquiry. Somebody from our office will get back in contact with you, or you're also welcome to text Charles or myself if you have our numbers. Don't forget the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program belong solely to the host, their guests, and not necessarily to this station, affiliates, organization, committee, or other group or individual associated with NYCU.FM and KBOB 89.9 FM.
Look, Cousin Richie said, I just said what Charles said. Thanks, Charles, on the trivia. I know. I threw it.
I love it.
The name was ringing the bell, nevertheless. Damali, great job on the show, and thank you for sharing. You know what I mean? Some of your generational moves that your family made, because sharing knowledge, man, is how we make those big adjustments. So remember, tomorrow, smart investing is what we'll get into. So today, when you go vote, put your sticker on to say, I voted, tag World One Development. We're going to give you a shout out on the Community Wake Up Morning Show. We might come up with a shirt that we'll give to the first person to post it. The ballot is here. Make sure y'all tune into my Community Wake Up Morning Show. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Charles Harper.
And I'm Damali Wilson.
We'll see you on Hump Day Wednesday. Get out and vote.
Yes.